Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming back after it's been a week. It's been a week since I've been live. I want to say a huge thank you. My heart is just overjoyed with all of the wonderful messages you've sent me this past week as I was recovering from that nasty cold, sinus and cold bug that I got. Thank you all, everybody. I appreciate you all so much. You've sent me private messages. You've messaged me here. Some of you have emailed me. Oh my goodness, so much love, and I feel it all, and it has helped me feel so much better. Today is Monday, September 9th. It's September 9th. And I'm calling this take two because last week I joined you. Hello, Kathy. Thank you for the welcome back. I'm so excited to be back. Yesterday I had my team meeting and it was so wonderful to see all those lovely ladies on the Zoom call from all across Canada. We talked about all the great things that are happening with Stampin' Up. Thank you, Rebecca. I am so happy to be feeling better as well. Sure, I've got lots of more antibodies in my body fighting that bug last week. There's nothing worse than, and some of you have said this, there's nothing worse than a head cold in the summer. I literally felt like my head was like someone had my head in a vice grip and they were tightening it. It was so, the pressure in my head was crazy, but it's released now. I'm excuse me, still a little congested. I apologize if I'm going to cough through this or sniffle. I don't really have anything on my chest though, so the coughing is just my head releasing everything. So I'm super excited. A lot of things have happened this past week, you guys. We had on September 4th, we had the new catalog go live. The scrapbooking brochure went live. A lot has happened. So many wonderful things. My product shares are up and running and they close on the 11th for the first round. And I'm super excited to get all of these fun products in your hands. You're going to love the product shares this year. For this mini catalog, we have designer series paper, specialty paper, ribbon, embellishments, and I have a little sample here of how I've packaged these up, or I'm going to be packaging them up. I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what you will expect to get in the mail when you sign up for my product shares. So, sick is never convenient. Yes, absolutely, Karen. You're so true. Like, when can we ever get sick, right? Everybody's got a full and busy life. There's no time for that. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your grace and your well wishes and for coming back today to visit me, or to, if you're watching the replay, I thank you for coming back. I also attended on the weekend on Saturday. I was feeling a bit better, and it was my first thing that I could actually physically feel up to sitting in my chair here and doing. And moms should never get sick. Exactly, Brittany. That's a hard one, right? For moms to get sick. We are the backbone of the family, right? No, just kidding. Yeah, mamas can't go down. That's right. That's right. And when we do go down, oh my goodness, we take the whole world with us, right? Because you know, my husband, God rest him, God loved him. He was so good to me. He took really, really good care of me last week and made sure that I rested. Whenever I wanted to get up and do stuff, he reminded me, nope, you gotta rest, Rose. You gotta rest. Don't push yourself, right? Whenever I started feeling better, he could tell, okay, you need to rest. So I appreciate my husband so much. All right. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, on Saturday I did a leadership call across Canada with all the other Silver Elites, and it was so fun to talk to our DDM, our Demonstrator Development Manager for Canada, Genevieve Coe, and all the other leaders. So I got to do that Saturday morning, and then yesterday was my team meeting. Thank you, Maggie. I'm so excited to be feeling better and feeling more like myself and to be creative again, right? It's hard to be creative when you can't think straight, when your head hurts. Okay, so I'm calling this take two because last week I joined you on Monday morning for a week of my bundle of the week, which was Potions and Spells, and I only got one day in, right? Got Monday in. I participated in the Global Design Project Challenge, which was a color challenge. Did you guys get a chance to play with the color challenge? It was awesome. It was Basic Black, Gorgeous Grape, and Lemon Lime Twist. I love to see what you guys have created. I hope you posted your pictures with the hashtag GDP. I think it was GDP 461 last week. So that was last week, only one cardigan, and you guys know me, I want to do at least 5 cards with a bundle to give you lots of ideas. So we're going to continue on with potions and spells, and you know, I think it's actually probably a good thing, because now this week I can show you a whole bunch of new products that went live on September 4th. With the scrapbooking brochure. So, and I have that brochure here. I want to share with you. If you're on my email list, you got the brochure in the email on September 4th, and you can print it out. You can leave it as a PDF and just look at it and zoom in on it. I like to do that. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vicky from Arizona. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you all here. Thank you for being here. Hi, Edith. Hello, Sonia. Thank you all so much. Okay, so we have a new Global Design Project Challenge. It's Monday, and it is GDP 462. Now, 462, we're up to 462 in the challenge every week. They issue, I'm on the design team, so I always still think it's like them and me, right? No, I'm on that design team. So we have a new sketch challenge this week. I love sketch challenge. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm feeling great. Absolutely great. I have my energy back, my appetite. I can taste my coffee again. I can taste my food, which is a big thing, right? Food is important. Okay, so Global Design Project Challenge has a sketch challenge. Every month I do this. I love sketches so much that I do a sketch challenge with my team. So yesterday we had our team meeting, and I pick a whole bunch of different variety of sketches and I post them. And you know, yesterday the ladies joined, and I love seeing what they all come up with, because no 2 cards are ever the same when you use a sketch, right? So we have a sketch challenge this week with Global Design Project. So I'm going to use that. I'm actually going to use potions and spells again this week. And we're going to get started now. Let me flip the camera, because I want to show you some of the things that I got. I'll show you the scrapbooking brochure just briefly, like the front and stuff. And hi, Marie. You like the challenges too? Yeah, they're so fun, right? Okay, so the scrapbooking brochure is live, and it is full of amazing things. And if you hear the word scrapbooking and you think, I'm a card maker, I'm not a scrapbooker, oh my goodness, my friends, you need to check out this brochure, because there are so many things in that brochure for both card makers and scrapbookers. I mean, they pitched it to be for scrapbookers, but there's a lot that you can do with card making. And I'm going to use these products today and this week, throughout the week, we'll be using the Potions and Spells bundle to give you lots of ideas, because Halloween is just around the corner, and it's a great time to grab these products while they're available. Okay, let's get started here. All right, let's see. Let's flip the camera and point you down at my work surface. Hi, Angela. Thank you so much. Hello, Darlene. Thank you for being here. I bought the Potions and Reindeer Workshop kits. They are amazing. Yes, and she put that in capital letters. Yes, Lori, they are amazing. Those kits are like, they have surpassed my expectations. Stampin' Up! Has surpassed my expectations with this brochure and the scrapbooking kits. It is like, my heart just skips a beat. I'm so excited for the future and what we have coming. This is just the beginning. This brochure is not an end-all be-all, right? Stampin' Up! Is going to be issuing more of these brochures, and they're not print, so I can't send you one, only a PDF like version, so you can print it if you want. But the reason is because there's no time for things to go to print, right? So I couldn't purchase these catalog brochures. They are not virtual, but downloadable. And the best reason is because Stampin' Up! Is going to be able to give us these products quicker, sooner, more often, and we're going to keep up with the trends. And oh my gosh, there's a lot coming. All right, let's get started. We're going to flip the camera, point you down at my work surface, and I'm going to share with you these things today, these exciting things. All right, here we go. Okay, flipping the camera. There's my backyard. We finally got the cushions back on the chairs. Oh my goodness. All the things that have happened in the last few weeks. With that big storm and oh my goodness, getting sick, going away. It's so nice to be back in some normalcy. Okay, let's talk about this. This is the Global Design Project Challenge for this week. Now, on my little PDF or my little host code up here, I've just put a piece of paper over it. I'm extending the same host code. So if you screen captured this last week, I'm extending that code because last week we had a little blip. And we're going to go till the 15th of September with this host code. All right, and as per usual, if you spend a minimum $60 in my online store with me in Canada and you use this code, I'm going to send you one of my hot pink envelopes with the card kits for these. And this time, you guys, you're going to get 6 of the card kits. I'm going to include the one from last Monday as well. Okay, this is the sketch. Pretty simple. You got your card base here. That's in kind of a portrait. Yes, this is portrait style. Now you can take a card sketch and turn it. If you wanted to do it landscape, turn it. And you know, it's your interpretation. That's why I love the sketches, because it's your interpretation. It's your springboard to your creativity. And no two cards are ever alike. I mean, that would be a really, really random thing if you got a card exactly the same. Same cardstock, DSP, embellishments, whatever you want to talk about. They're usually all different. That's why I love sketches. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be working with. Let me bring in this scrapbooking brochure. Now, this is me printing this on my home computer, and I just stapled it. And this is, you can do this as well, or you can leave it on your computer and use it, you know, virtually like that. So, I have stapled the wrong corner. Okay, so there are so many products in this brochure. I think I should schedule another live to do this one separately to go page by page. But let's just turn this around here. There's double-sided cardstock. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is very exciting. This is two-toned cardstock. So there's multiple different packages of 12 by 12 cardstock. We have been begging for cardstock in 12 by 12 format to come back, and it has come back. And we've even got this now two-tone. Now, don't worry, Stampin' Up! Is not getting rid of their regular 12 by 12. We're going to have this is an additional offering, this two-tone. So you can see right here, garden green. There's a dark garden green, and then you've got the light in the background. So that's just one exciting thing. We've also got now a new Willow White. This was, it was originally Close to My Heart's Willow White, and Stampin' Up! Has bought Close to My Heart's paper, and they are now offering it here for all our Stampin' Up! People. And it's 12 by 12, and it's a scrapbooking favorite, so that is in the catalog. We've got kits galore, and the one I'm going to show you today, because we're playing with potions and spells, this one right here, this bundle, I'm going to bring these products in and show you. I don't have the kit. It's actually arriving today, so I'll probably show it to you tomorrow. And what I mean by kit is Stampin' Up! Has come out with new kits, scrapbooking kits that make 3 2-page spreads. I don't have the kit yet. Oh my goodness. But one of my team members, Bonnie, she showed she bought all the 4 kits and she expedited them, and she shared them at our team meeting yesterday, and we were all completely impressed. Okay, so let me show you what I'm excited about. There's paper, designer series paper, that we were hoping were going to be in the mini catalog, but you know, Stampin' Up! Had some tricks up their sleeves, and this is one of them. This is the scrapbooking, or not the scrapbooking, can be used for cards, which we're going to do today. This paper is called Halloween Spells, 12 by 12 paper, and I'm going to open it up and show you, like I always like to do, the patterns. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and it, you know, they really do, the design artists do such a fantastic job designing things and making it match our stamps and our dies, and this is no different. So this is a package here. The item code is 166493. You get 12 sheets as always, and let me show you what they look like. So this one here, you get 12 sheets. So I've got 3 sheets. There's 4 designs and you're going to get 3 sheets of each, which I love as well, because as a scrapbooker, you want more paper, right? 2 sheets does not cut it sometimes. So you're going to get 3 in a package. So 3 like that. Let me flip it over. The back side has pumpkin pie with polka dots. Love it. All right. So then we've got, oh, look at this, Granny Apple Green. This would have been perfect for last Monday's card because these were my colors, right? Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, and Basic Black. So here is the bubbles and the little squiggles or little, you know, like popping. I don't know what you'd call that. This is the black and white stripes. That reminds me of Beetlejuice. I love it. So there's 3 of that style. Then we've got the Gorgeous Grape paper with the polka dots, and then we've got the black with the sparkles, right? I'm going to call it little stars and sparkles in the sky. So 3 of those. And then last but not least, we have this pattern here, which is really awesome. I love that they featured all of the colors on this one and the polka dots and the really cool wavy stripes. And then the background is Pool Party with the diagonal stripes. So I love this paper. And you know what, I also always say this is that Stampin' Up! Does a great job with their paper because usually like one side is for, you know, the theme, right? Whether it's Christmas, Halloween, whatever. But then when you flip it over, you're going to get all of the patterns that can be used any time of the year, right? So there's our patterns here for the paper that is called Halloween Spells. But of course, it's not just Halloween, right? You can use this paper any time of the year. All right, so there's the paper, DSP. Go ahead and order your paper. Go onto the online store and put that in. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Now, there's another option. You can get the paper and a sticker sheet. Look at this 12 by 12 sticker sheet. You get all of these stickers. And this is 166606, okay? So if you're a scrapbooker, perfect. You've got titles, you've got stickers, you've got embellishments here. Look at the little spider and little banners and all kinds of fun things for scrapbooking. Now, if you're not a scrapbooker, you can totally use these on a card, right? You could put this on the front of your card. You could do a landscapes card, put So Spooky. I can see at least 6 or 7 cards that I could make easily using these sticker sheets. Now, they're not flimsy stickers. As always, Stampin' Up! Stickers are thick like cardstock. See if you see, it is not a flimsy sticker. If you want to put this on dimensionals, I would use the our embossing buddy to remove the sticky on the back, and then you can pop that up on dimensionals and control the stickiness. So that's always an option. So the sticker sheet, you can get this in a combo pack with the paper that I just showed you. So there's lots of options. You can buy the paper by itself. You can buy it with the sticker pack. You can buy the scrapbooking kit, which is going to give you 3 12 by 12 layouts, which is 6 pages. So many options. Now, this here is the Halloween Memories 2-tone cardstock. So I just want to open this package and show you if you're in the market for some really fun cardstock that has 2 tones of our Stampin' Up! Colors. This is for you, my friends. So here we have 1, 2, you get 2 sheets of each color. So this is pumpkin pie, and I'll flip it over and show you. 2-tone. So you get the dark and the light pumpkin pie. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So this is a little different than our regular cardstock because it is 2-tone. And if I hold it up to the camera, you can probably see, I don't know if you can see that, but if you tear this, if you did the tearing technique, it has a white core, okay, which is also a great feature because if you want to do the tearing technique, you're going to get the white on the inside of this one. So there's the pumpkin pie 2-tone. We have 2 sheets of the basic black 2-tone. Look at that, dark, and it's almost like basic gray, right? So you got 2 of those. We've got our lemon lime twist. Let's see what the 2-tone looks like for lemon lime twist, or sorry, granny apple green. My apologies, granny apple green. I said lemon lime twist, but I meant granny apple. So there's the dark and the light granny apple green. Again, 2 sheets. And last but not least, we have, no, we got more. We got Gorgeous Grape, dark, and then light, the 2-tone. So amazing. And here we have Pool Party, light and dark. There's the dark and there's the light. Can you see the difference there in the camera? It's very subtle, but it is a two-tone effect. So you can flip your cardstock over and have the light and dark on one side. I see your the love. I think you guys like this new option. And what do I have here? I have, this is the white. Okay, so you've got white willow. Okay, so you may have some questions about white willow. So this is the 12 by 12 white willow. Let me bring in a regular piece of white, basic white, and show you if you can see the difference. There's a very, very slight difference. The background is white willow. The front is our regular basic white. They're very, very close. Okay, so that's white willow. You'll see lots of that going forward. If you're a scrapbooker, you're going to love it. It is definitely a favorite. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. Now, the scrapbooking brochure, I am so excited about it. It also has stamps. It has stamps that you're going to be able to use for both card making and scrapbooking. And we'll talk more about those. I think I need to do another video to feature all of the products from that catalog because it is definitely a must-have. Anyone here have anything yet from it? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Thanks for all the comments, you guys. I definitely have to come back and read these. Love the two-tone cardstock. Yep, you guys are liking this. I love it. Polly says she loves the workshopping kits. Been having so much fun creating layouts. Yes, 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 yes. So fun. Scrapbooking and card making are very interchangeable. Yes, indeed they are, Joy. I love it so much. I actually started my journey with Stampin' Up! As a scrapbooker and then moved into cards because I wanted to share my love of stamping with people. So I actually do both. I have 2 clubs, both scrapbooking and card making. And I love, love, love both. And they're so interchangeable. It's really hard to say that you're one or the other because typically scrapbookers are card makers and card makers can be scrapbookers as well. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to do today with potions and spells. Stay tuned to the end. I will show you a sneak peek of my cards for my card club this month, my technique club, which, by the way, will be on the 26th of September at 10:30 Mountain Time. I'll be doing the YouTube live like I always do. And if you are in the United States, you can sign up for that club with Christine Bertram. If you're in Canada, you can sign up for that club with me, and I cannot wait to show those cards to you. So stay tuned. I'll show you those at the end. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're going to play with potions and spells. We're going to play with that sketch. I am bringing in basic black cardstock. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, and we're going to cut this in half, like always, to make 2 card bases. So I'm cutting in half on the long side at 5.5. All right, so I'm going to turn and we're going to score at 4.25. Okay, so easy card base. I'm sticking to the sketch. And if you're just joining me, this is the sketch I'm going to be playing with today. Now that paper, that amazing Halloween paper, we're going to bring in a couple of different patterns. Now I'm going to include this in my kits to you this week, so you'll get a little taste of this. So we're going to cut this piece here, this Granny Apple Green with the bubbles, and we're going to cut that at 4 by 5.25. It's going to be my background, my first layer of my card. So 4 by 5.25. Love this pattern. Okay, so there's it works so perfectly with the potions and spells. I love it. So that's going to go on here. Now, with the sketch, we've got this darker rectangle here. Now, if you're ever wondering, well, what is the measurements? There's no measurements. It's totally up to you, which is so fantastic, right? Because you get to choose what your, whoops, dropped my ruler there. Or I think my pen flew out when I took my ruler. So I just take my ruler and I just kind of like look at the increments and I'm like, okay, how big should I put this? And like, you don't have to be exact. Like I noticed they kind of have the same amount at the bottom and the top. So I'm like, okay, I know this is 5.25. So let's do that. Let's make that about the same, like Okay, so 4 1/4. So what I'm doing is I just took an inch. I just subtracted an inch. So 5 1/4, I'm like, okay, my limit here is going to be 4 1/4. So that's going to be the height of that piece of paper. So I'm going to bring in this pattern here, the stack of books, potions, and I want it to be 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. So let's go ahead and cut it 4 1/4 first. So 4 1/4, and you're going to get this piece in your kit as well, right? From me. So here we go. We're going 4 1/4, getting the height, and then I want it to be 2 1/2. So I'm going to take this, pop it in like so. Now I notice when I'm doing this that I've got like this is my 2 1/2 inch mark. If I cut it, I'm going to be really flush with the spine of the books, and I want to have borders on both sides. So I'm going to take my paper, pop it in my trimmer. I'm going to trim off 1/4 inch on this side over here. Okay, so I'm just trimming a little bit. Hold on to that piece. And then I'm going to come back in here and we're going to cut at 2. I think that trimmed off a little too much there. Okay, that's okay. Let's try on the other side. I want to make it even, right? So we're just going to come in here and yeah, 2 1/2. I'm going to actually cut this at 3 inches. So if you cut it at 3 inches, let's back it up a little bit. If you cut it at 3 inches, you're going to have about equal amounts of stars on both sides of your books. Okay, so the Stampin' Up! People, they're design artists. They know what we like to do, right? We like to cut our pieces in even pieces. So then let me take this piece. So 3 inches. You could go with 3 inches if you wanted to, but I felt like 3 inches was quite, I mean, that would work, but I really wanted to have more white space over here. So what I did with my card is I took my 3 inch piece and I trimmed. So if you take 3 inches and you trim off 1/4 inch on that side and 1/4 inch on that side, then you're going to end up with 2 1/2. All right. So I just want to share with you my process. But of course, we're not throwing out these little pieces. We're going to hold on to them. Okay. So there we have that. And now we're going to see. I think I'm done with the trimmer. Let's move that off to the side. So let's glue some stuff down. Let's get my bone folder in here and we'll score this and we'll glue some stuff down. All right. How's everyone doing? Okay, so I'm just going to burnish this score line, make the card sit nice and flat. And then we're going to put, easy peasy, we're going to put the first layer on, which is our Granny Apple Green, like that. And even the stripes would work, right? But we're going to go with the Granny Apple Green pattern for the front. And I love that you get 3 pieces of this DSP, so you can go ahead and cut your pieces. Whoa, that's a lot of white. That's a lot of glue. That's a lot of glue. Okay, let's fix that. I always like to say there's a way to fix everything with paper crafting. So I'm bringing my silicone mat and I'm going to for lack of a better term to use, I'm going to smoosh this glue off. Let's smoosh it off. So let's get rid of some of that excess glue by smooshing it onto my silicone mat. And I just want a little bit of glue. Maybe Rose is out of practice. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so just a little bit of glue is enough here to do you here. So we'll go ahead, put that on. There's our first layer. Okay, love it. All right, so there we go. Now I had to open the card because you know what I did? The first time I made this card, I made it backwards. So I made it like this. And I had it all put together, and then I went to open it, and I'm like, oh no, my spine was on the wrong side. Did you guys ever do that? I was like, are you serious, Rose? that was, maybe I still wasn't feeling well. I don't know. Okay, so there's our front layer. Now we've got this piece here, which is going to sit right flush with the edge like that. But I really love this little pop of the pumpkin pie. So I thought, oh, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to put it right on the edge here. So let's flip this over. And I'm going to bring in my tear and tape. Tear and tape is definitely a non-messy option. So I want that to be on this edge over here. So I'm going to take my tear and tape, put it along the edge like so, and tear. And then we're going to burnish that. Grab my take your pick tool and peel up that backing. Okay, and then what I want to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to lay it down onto this piece, this slightly small, it's only like 1/4 of an inch, right? I just want to have that little pop of pumpkin pie sticking out like that. Okay, then I'm going to come back in again with some more tear and tape, and you're probably wondering why more, but I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to put more tear and tape along that edge again and tear it off. Then we're going to burnish and peel up that adhesive again, like this. Make sure if you got any adhesive sticking out over the edge that you curl it back. And then we're going to bring in, oh my goodness, from the mini catalog. The mini catalog, when you first look at it, you probably think, oh yeah, it's Christmas stuff. No. There's a lot of beautiful stuff in the mini catalog. This is one of the ribbons that is in the mini catalog. It's Pool Party. It's pom-pom trim. Check this out. Oh my gosh. It's pom-pom trim. It's Pool Party. Beautiful, beautiful ribbon with pom-poms on both sides. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of this on my card. So I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to bring this in. I just want one strip of pom-poms. So I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to lay it down on my ribbon so I've got the pom-poms on the left side. Isn't that fun? And then I'm going to flip it over, bring in my scissors, and we're going to just trim that to be the same length as the DSP. Now you could take your scissors and you could trim it in half. Oh, I don't have patience for that today. I'm just going to leave mine like it is. But I do just want to have the polka dot or the pom-poms on one side. And then we're going to put this down like that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dimensionals. We're going to pop this up. So we're going to put dimensionals in the corners and in the center like so. And let's see, put one here right on top of the ribbon. The tear and tape is so strong. I know it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to hold that ribbon down. It's going to hold to the DSP. And so that is a very strong option for adhesive, for doing boxes or any other kind of project that you want to make sure that things stick. Tear and tape and what am I trying to say? Tombow Mono multi-purpose glue. This is the glue I'm talking about that I use all the time. Okay, so we're going to put this on to the front of the card like so with dimensionals. Isn't that fun? I mean, there we have it, my friends. Like, that is such a fun sketch. I could see me using this pom-pom trim on so many projects. Okay, let's bring in some stamps. We haven't even stamped anything yet. Potions and Spells. It has an awesome Happy Halloween font, which would match my sketch, right? Right here, I need this little, this is like, you know, they're encouraging you to put your greeting like that. It doesn't even have to be rectangle. You can change it if you want to. So let's grab my stamp. And it is on my desk already on a block. Let me find that here. Oh dear. Alrighty. It has... Let's see. Okay, didn't go too far. Here it is right here. We have Happy Halloween, and we're going to stamp on some scrap paper with Memento, like so. Let's grab a piece of white scrap and from the scrap bin. Just going to bring in a little piece, and we're going to stamp with Memento. All right. And we're going to die cut this. Now, I will send you the die cut, and the one that I'm using today is from, let me find my dies. They're here. As I mentioned, I got a lot of stuff on my desk today. Let's see. Yes, okay. We're going to play with stylish shapes today, and we're going to use this one right here. This banner right here is perfect for this card. All right, so you're going to get this die cut. So what I'm going to do, because I have the stamps and the dies, I'm going to stamp and then die cut. But I'm actually going to double die cut so that you can see what you'll get when I send this to you. Okay, Happy Halloween. We'll take the banner. I've got a little Post-it tape on there so it stays put. We're going to put that on top like that. I'm going to hold it down with that Post-it tape. But now what I want to do, got a little smudge there, we'll get rid of that. We're going to take this scrap paper, and here's a little trick, a little tip of what I like to do with these dies. Any kind of die that's not too detailed, you can actually cut 2 at a time. So let's double that up, and let's grab a baby wipe first and clean that black ink off my finger. Oh, it's just like coming back home, you know, getting ink on your fingers. It feels good. It feels good. Okay, so we're going to die cut that. But we're also going to bring in the potions and spells dies. I want to show you something. There is, these dies are absolutely out of this world. There's a beaker here. We're going to cut one of these beakers out of white. And then we've got a half moon here, like a little half filled beaker. And when I was trying to figure out what should I put in the beaker, well, I brought in this paper here. This paper, let me show you. Ooh, it is called Gold Mercury Vellum. Oh my goodness, you guys. Gold Mercury Vellum. You get 6 pieces in a package. And look at the shine. A gold mercury. You've got a couple of different designs here. So you can see you've got this design here that has bubbles, right? You get 3 of that one. And then you get 3 of this awesome design, which is more, I don't know how to describe that design. It's more of a mottled look. So either one, I thought the bubbles would match the inside of the beaker, like a chemical reaction going on. So I'm going to do just that. I'm just going to grab a little piece down here, just snip. You don't need a very big piece. I'm going to snip a piece of that paper. And did I tell you the item code? The item code for this one is 164142 Gold Mercury 12x12 Specialty DSP. This came out in a recent online exclusive release, and it is such a fantastic DSP vellum that you're going to be able to use in all of your, this can be used for both, I'm putting back in my packaging here, it can be used for both card making and scrapbooking, of course. It can be used with like Christmas, gold, you know, gold is where it's at, right? Okay, so we're going to put that die on there so we can cut out that chemical reaction, give that kind of illusion of a chemical reaction. And we're going to get another piece of white. We're going to run all this through. Okay. So let's bring back my wonderful friend, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're going to put all of this on. So when you're layering this machine, you have your Stampin' Cut and Emboss, you have your platform number 1 always, right? And then we put that down. Then we have our platform number 2, which is for cutting with dies. And then we have one of our clear plates. Okay, so that's our base. Then we're going to put this stack of white cardstock on. We're going to put that vellum on there, the mercury vellum. Try to get those little bubble, make it look like a chemical reaction. And then we've got our little beaker. So we need a little piece of white. And again, the beaker is just an outline die. So you can cut 2 of those if you want to. Why not, right? Always better to cut more than 1 if you can. So I've got some scrap white. Let's do a double piece here and get those cut out. All right, so I like to do all my die cutting at the same time, get it all done. Just being organized with your crafting, right? Like get all your die cutting done first, and then you can sit down and put it together. All right, so now we need our top plate, right? Okay, put our top plate on, and then we will roll this through. Rolling. Make sure your feet are nice and stable. Gotta be stable. Gotta be stable. And no matter what you do, you gotta have both feet on the ground, right? I guess you could do your die cut machine with 1 foot. Not recommended to do things with 1 foot. Have 2 feet on the ground. All right, so maybe my sense of humor is coming back. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. We've got beakers here. Let's see, we got 2. We'll hold on to 1 for later. I only cut 1 of the mercury out. It's okay, we only need 1. And put your dies back. Put your dies back onto your magnetic sheet. My biggest tip, I guess, to hold on to things. Let's see how this stylish shapes die worked out by cutting through 2 layers. take off my Post-it tape. So there's my stamped layer, but then I tucked another one behind it just so I've got an extra, right? And the reason I like doing that, and when I send my kits to you guys, you'll have this because you can then take the photopolymer and you can see where you're stamping and you can stamp right on top. So, all right, so there's my stylish shapes die. Sorry, I got to put that one back too because it's going to go missing if I don't put it in the right spot. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's put this together. Okay, so we've got Happy Halloween. Got our beaker. We're going to stick that together. And what are we doing for bling? My bling bling that I'm going to use. We're bringing in the amazing Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems today. I'm going to use that as my my bling. Okay, so let's bring the card back in. And we're going to use the sketch as a guide. So my Happy Halloween is going to go right here. And I don't want to cover up the potions and spells, so I'm going to put it right here on these books that don't have any words. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue. I'm going to put liquid glue on this portion of the die. And I'm going to add a dimensional out here. So everything stays in the same plane. So we'll put a dimensional right there, peel off the backing, and then we'll come in and we'll just layer that right over top like so. So fun, so easy, right? All right, so now our little beaker. Same idea with the beaker. I'm just going to put the dimensional right there because that's where my little beaker is going to sit. So we're going to grab our beaker. I'm going to tilt it slightly like that. And then we'll add some glue to that mercury. Now you don't want to add the glue. It is vellum, so you don't want to add the glue on the see-through part of the vellum. So I'm just adding a couple little dots of vellum on the gold part of the mercury part. Okay, so we've got our little chemical reaction happening there in the beaker. I love it. All right, so now you can use, you know, on my sample card, I actually use silver or the clear, but I'm thinking this one, I'm going to bring in the gold because these sparkle gems, you get black, you get clear, and you also get the gold. So I think because I got gold happening in the beaker, I'm going to use gold to come out of my beaker as an embellishment. So let's use a couple of small ones here. Pick those up. We'll put, oh yeah, look at that. Put one there. Let's put another one trailing out of the beaker, that chemical reaction. And then we'll grab a big one. We'll grab a big one. Let's put that over here just to kind of balance it a little bit. All right, so there's the front of my card. So for the inside of the card, I do like to use my favorite size, which is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And do I even have any left on my desk? I don't think I do, so I have to cut some. So let's go ahead. Here's what I do, guys. I grab a full sheet of white, cut it in half on the long side at 4 1/4. Stack these together and pop them back into the trimmer, and then I'm going to trim at 2 3/4. Keep going, 2 3/4. You're going to get 8 of these out of a sheet of cardstock. I love it. 2, 4, 6, 8, and they're all the same size, and you don't waste a single bit of cardstock. And you know what? I feel like this is plenty of room for me to write a little greeting. So 4 1/4, turn your cardstock, 2 3/4. There's my inside for my card. Okay, so now we've got a little stack going. Yay. What do we have for the inside? We have Happy Halloween for the front. You can do double toil and trouble. How about a little hocus pocus? Let's grab that stamp. Oh, there's my card from last week, from Monday of last week. There we go. Okay, so let's grab hocus pocus. And we'll stamp that inside. A little hocus pocus. And we'll use memento. We'll stamp that with memento right there. And let's stamp a little hocus pocus on the bottom. Let's see, what do we have? What about these bubbles? They would look cute down in the corner, wouldn't they? Let's grab that one. And we'll stamp a little hocus pocus on the inside of the card. So ink it up with Memento. Come down here in the corner. You can stamp off the edge if you want to. There's our little hocus pocus. Woo! I love it. All right, so then you can go ahead and add color to that with your blends if you want to. You can use pumpkin pie, maybe some pool party, some gorgeous grape, and then you can add that to the inside just like that. There we have it, my friends. The other version that I did earlier in my craft room, I used the clear. I don't know. I think I like the gold because what's happening in the beaker is gold. So there we have it. We have our sketch challenge for the week for Global Design Project. GDP, hashtag GDP462. I hope you'll try your hand at this sketch and post your card using the hashtag GDP. And we can't wait to see what you create. All right, as promised, I promised I would share with you my club cards for this month. So excited. We are making scratch and sniff cards. Yes, my friends, we are making scratch and sniff. Okay, so the product every month for my club, I like to pick a new product and I let the ladies know what it is we're going to use. And this month we are featuring, let me see if I can find my bundle. Yes, okay. This is the bundle. We are featuring More Than Autumn. More Than Autumn. I love it. So More Than Autumn is in the mini catalog, and it comes with a set of 23 dies, and I love all the words. I know they're backwards here, but you've got all kinds of different words you can use. There's a beautiful mug, cup, coffee cup. There's the whipped cream at the top, pie, donuts, you name it, pumpkins, there's gingerbread, like all the things, More Than Autumn, right? And look at all the greetings. It's a set of 36 stamps. So we're using that one this month, and we're going to play with a whole bunch of different stuff, but the feature is going to be scratch and sniff. Now you'll have to watch. If you're in my club, I cannot wait for you to get your card kits. Here is the feature card. We've got glimmer going on here. That is new. We've got our die cut hot cocoa that you're going to get in your kit, your cups. And if you scratch this and you sniff it, oh my gosh, I put here cocoa and cinnamon, and it's a scratch and sniff. The people that get this card are going to love the smell that comes from this one, and it opens like this. Oh, I forgot to put my inside piece. But you're going to get all the pieces, and you will get the peppermints. I did order enough peppermints for my club members, and I have 4 extra kits that I can mail out to you for the month of September if you want to join my card club. Technique Club. Okay, so this is the first one. I do 3 cards. The second card is our pumpkin pie, and we've got a lot of new things featured here. We've got that beautiful, beautiful embossing folder on the background. Going to be a great one for all of the things. Are you doing last week's? Yes, Sharon, that one will be included in your kit. Yes. Yep, last week's card. Yep. And then we've got fall is the best with the little pumpkin there. So that's our second card. And our third card that we will be featuring in our September club is, of course, fall is the best season with the latte. And we'll also be, if you want, like when you do your cards at home, you'll be using your own. This is embossing paste. And then I'll show you how to do the scratch and sniff. See, but you'll get all the die cuts, all the DSP. You'll need your own stamps and ink, of course, as always. So you had me at pumpkin spice. I love it. So those are the 3 cards we're doing for Technique Club this month, featuring the More Than Autumn. Technique Club runs for 10 months. You join and you get all of the club perks, which is a free class in the mail every single month. You get a shopping spree and a half price item of your choice during your membership with the club. So I'm super excited about my club. Let's see. I got to go back and read your comments, you guys. All right, let me flip you around. I think I covered everything this morning. I had a blast making the card. Oops, a little crooked here. Got a busy day ahead of me, but I'm super excited to get back to it and get everything ready, sent out to my club members. If you're interested in either Scrapbook Club or Card Club, drop me a line, send me a message. The best way to contact me is by email. My email address is rosecoleman@shaw.ca if you'd like to get in on any of these, my product shares, my card club, my scrapbook club. I'd love to invite you to join me. All right, take care. Have a great rest of your Monday. Thank you for starting my week off on the best foot forward. The best way, my favorite way to start my week is with you guys, to start every day with you guys. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for all the love. I see your hearts and your thumbs up. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.